Hey, good morning, guys. I hope everyone is doing well. Yeah, so this is going to be my weekly outlook for GU. I'm going to be doing these videos a lot more often, particularly on a Sunday, simply on analyzing a couple pairs and giving you guys outlooks on what I'm thinking about for that pair for the particular week. So I'm going to do about 3 today, 3 separate videos, 5 to 10 minutes max, looking at GU, probably UJ, and either AU or it's one other pair that I can't remember, slipping my mind right now. Okay, but yeah, so this is GU for the most part right now. Just to give you guys a bearing on the weekly chart, structure is bearish, but on the daily you can see for sure that it's definitely bullish. You would have had price coming up from here, pulling back to here, so this would have been the first. This would have been a first started daily higher low. Not going to put anything there. Don't want to mess with the charts too much. And then you can see it pushed up a bit further. If I were to put a fibs on this, from here to here, you can see that this first one was about a 22%, so it's not very much a PRZ. And then it pushed a bit further up here, and this is what you're getting now. So what I'm thinking on GU is there's a correction that is needed to a PRZ, because remember the 23 zone is more so a continuation than a PRZ. So me personally, based on the daily and the EH4, I'm thinking that I want to get a sell at least down to this zone here, at least down to this zone here on the 38 before a further push, or it could even retrace further than that. So that's what I'm thinking on GU at the moment. So let's zoom in and see it a bit more. We're gonna come down to the daily. Well, that was the daily, the EH4 now. Now the EH4, you can see this is what's happening. So I actually caught some trades on this last week, some really good trades. Remove this one, so you can see that 38 zone there, that price held up at before. I can expect price, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to label that with my horizontal, just making mention of that. I'm going to make that green as sort of a target. Tax 38% retracement on daily. So yeah, if I'm thinking that price is gonna pull back right to there, that's what I'm thinking. This is where my projection would be. And so again, just following structure, we can see price pushed up, held structure here, structure was maintained, so we still thinking bullish, pushed up again, structure maintained, still thinking bullish, push up, structure maintained, push up, pushed up again, structure maintained, pushed up again, structure maintained, pushed up again, boom. All right, so this would have sort of been the last zone. So once price broke here, the sellers were now in control of the market. So you see price push down and retest to here, push down again, pull back, and you can see there's a slight zone of consolidation, but I believe when this breaks out, it breaks out. It's going to break out to the downside. The reason being, look at the sellish pressure in here. Look at one candle. It takes 3 buying candles to do what one sell candle does. So you know the buyers are fighting to push back up price, and you can see there's an exhaustion. There's exhaustion on both areas, but you can see the exhaustion here as well too. And then there was this as well, this candle here as well too. And you can see when you come down on the 1 hour, you can see that you're getting lower highs. So this was the first, and now it's here, right? So what I'm going to do, just to see these retracements, pull a fibs I'm gonna put it here, like this zone right here, as opposed to here. There's a reason for that. Just gonna put it by the first one, change the color, and let this dark, not this dark gray here. Yeah, guys. So you can see price is pushing down. It pulled back up to 61. Push right back, pushed here. This is the daily. This is another daily 38 on the fibs. This was before. This is something else. I'm not sure. I have this here, but can't remember what it's for, but so I'll just leave it for now. But you can see price is pushing down. Hit here, push back up, push here, push back up. So actually price is not going any higher. Even from here, every time price pushes here, you can see it's a fight to push back up. So for me, I am thinking that price is going to go along. Can it retrace a bit more before? Maybe it can, all right? So that's why based on what market is doing now, we would trade the market to suit. But what I'm seeing here now is because my projection is bullish, is bearish, I am thinking that I'm going to see how price responds to here. And I'm going to go down to 30 now. And I'm simply going to trade this zone knowing that the market could potentially break out either direction. Because I believe it could still push here further up. But because you get in it stuck pull back at the 61, now at the 38. I believe even when it push and it break this zone, it may push back here to the 36. And I'm just going to continue going down overall. So right now on the 30-minute, it's just a matter of seeing who is on control. And this is how I would have traded this zone. Just to give you guys some insight, I would have to exit full screen here. Not sure how long this video is at the moment. I don't want it to be too long. I want the take this back. Alright, cool. So yeah, guys, let me show you how it would have been trading this zone right here. Let me take it back a bit more. So I would have simply been trading this zone here on the 5-minute. Because I know this is a buy, because I know this area here is a demand zone and this is a supply zone from here and here. When price gets down here, I'm looking for something that's telling me price is going to turn around, you know. So I'm currently on the 5-minute. And you see this happening here. 5 or 15-minute, doesn't really matter. 5 gives me a bit more accuracy. So 15. So I'm just gonna see, because in my mind overall price is selling. So this could be the potential breakout before, but this is happening now. And for me, what would be indicative that price is reversing? I'm just looking for a break of structure on the 5-minute. So for me, my break of structure would have been here on the 5-minute. And so the candle, once I see a candle above here, this candle above here that's not touching this line, the first one that's not touching this line, so this could have been a potential entry as well, but I would go with this one. And I could actually 20 pips stop loss, push to the zone here, and again good risk management. That's why I may have a 20 pip stop loss. It really doesn't need a 20 pip stop loss. I can actually do this with a 10, because I can actually set this right below here, just below this zone here, because it already broke out a structure. So I do expect me to get myself to get some drawdown. You do expect yourself to get some drawdown, but because it pushed above the zone, you can expect it to continue to push further up. All right, so that's just an example of how I would trade these channels. Again, I would come to the next zone up here. I'm coming down to my 5 minute, and I'm looking for a breakout again by the zone. Once structure has broken, so where has structure broken this time? Price is pushing up here. Again, I'm on a 5 minute. Just go to 15 minute to get a better appreciation of it. Sometimes, yeah, that's why I like the 5 minute. It's giving me more information. So boom, boom, boom. Once structure has broken here, I could enter on this candle here again. Expecting myself to get some drawdown, but because price is already broken, so I just wanted to show you guys how I personally would be trading. So should it continue to trend like that, this is how I will probably trade it. And again, give myself about a 15 pip stop loss or so. Although I don't really need it, I'm just giving myself it because I could expect some drawdown. So once the candle is touching this breakout line here, I'm not going to enter, right? Actually, so once the first candle that doesn't touch it for me, I would actually probably go with this one as well, just to be conservative. So I would probably enter on this one is still touching this line. So this one here, so I do expect some drawdown, all right? But for the most part, once it has broken out and I get that candle, as I say, I do expect some drawdown. But then price should continue to push down eventually. So you got to expect some drawdown. You see? You got to expect some drawdown. That's how it is with these channels. So I just really wanted to show you guys that, because if it continues the channel, I wanted you guys to have an idea. But basically what I'm looking for now is I'm going to do the same thing again, holding the entry. So I'm going to look for the entry on the breakout up here on the 5 minute. Oh crap. I'm going to look for, because for the most part, price is still in a bullish market now. Price is still in a bullish market, so you need price to break out of this bullish market before you can think about entering. So for me, that break would be where? Boom, boom, boom. Somewhere around, so you come here, push back down. This is sort of a retracement here, push back down here. So I think it's actually already out. So like here on the 15 minute, because we had that push, boom, boom. So I'm just going to monitor this, but again, any entry around here, around this breakout, so this is possibly a breakout, could be a breakout line. A more conservative way to wait on it. So this is why now I want to go down in 5 minutes so you can see it a bit better. So we had, so we had this push up here, this last push up here, then he come back broke. So again, potential entry for me would be, I would have been entering, I got it on this candle here. Remember we're only 5 minutes. So the most important is to identify the break-in structure, right? Something like this. Something like this, right? But what I can also do is wait some more for maybe price to push up here. Price to push a bit more up here, because as you can see, it sort of it's breaking back above this structure. Although it could push down from here, and you could potentially look for another entry a bit further up, okay? But yeah, so that's what I'm thinking on GBPUSD. So any entry up here is going to be good. You can give yourself some room with a stop loss, and then you can trade it down to this zone. But I do expect this zone to be broken, maybe if not on this touch, on the next one, okay? Thanks a lot, guys. I know the video was a bit longer than expected, but I hope you guys get value.